Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Hexagon TTRPG. I'm your host, Pet, with another week of The Eye's End. We're back with our lovely players, Simon, Bernier, Diana, and soon to arrive, Shadim. Picking up where we left off 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks
2
ago?
weeks ago. Well, we had two sessions of group.
Yeah.
Of group
So
2.
3 weeks technically.
3 weeks. And you guys had just returned from the Athenaeum. You are back at the encampment, the dig site. Joe, you just finished healing some people in the medical tents after they had sustained some mysterious wounds and damages. And the rest of you are all arriving with Iago Mechia, the only Warforged who seems to have his own autonomy, working alongside the resistance. So here we are at the dig site. We'll start with little Joe.
Yes.
You're in the tent. You just finished healing up Lupa Lacroix.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeling a little bit better. He had a huge gash, a scar across his chest.
Absolutely. And what does Lupa look like again? Like, what's his...
He is a human.
Mm-hmm.
And he's middle-aged. Got a bit of a few gray hairs in his beard, and thick black hair that's sort of like tied up in a bun. And he has a darker complexion, and he's just there with bandages all over him, soaked in blood, sort of wincing, and it feels relief.
And does the healing seem to be like sticking? Like I don't feel any kind of resistance from it, like I would with when I try to heal my horn.
There's no resistance. The wound almost immediately begins to close up, though there is a visible scar. And he's not completely healed, but you had
bring him back from the brink of whatever he's at.
Yeah.
Is he able to speak? Mr. Lacroix, are you
Yes,
good,
Joe.
dude?
Thank you. Whatever that is, it smells divine, and it soothes me. I feel
Jack hair, bro.
Bliss.
Dope strain. What happened to y'all? You're all like, you got punked or something, bro.
He reaches up with his good arm. The other one has part of the shoulders all fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sort of like, well, you don't wear a shirt, but I guess he grabs your chest hair.
You grab my my little beard.
No, yeah.
Or my mutton chops.
He doesn't really do it on purpose. He's sort of just like a half out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he
I
pulls you in
like
close.
lean into it so he can grab.
He goes, Joe, I don't understand what happened. It was some man. He came from the Athenaeum. He had golden eyes.
Rad. Dude was probably freaking ripped. Where'd he go?
No, it was almost like he was malnourished. He was
No, not that kind of rip, bro. But
to shreds, as if he had been out in the desert for years.
Oh. Well, where did he head off to? Did you see what he went in? Maybe we can, catch up with him, give him a snack or something.
No,
Sandwich?
I don't.
Cabbage?
I saw him for but a moment. And then I just remember the pain. And then the screams of everyone else being attacked. Is everyone else still okay?
Well, I don't know who everyone else is, but I've done what I can with those who are here.
Thank you.
And they're being looked at by others. You'll be all right. But we got to find this dude now.
I would rather not. Whoever that was, I don't want to see them ever again.
No, maybe not you specifically, but somebody stronger than you, somebody more like me or my friends.
You would do that? I don't even know why they attacked us.
Well, maybe they're confused and we can help point them in the right direction of who to attack, or at worst, they were meant to attack us, and then we gotta
Perhaps.
get back at them anyways. So there's anything you can remember, not now, but just try and think on it and talk with the rest of them when you guys are all feeling better. I'll go find my friends.
All right. I'll try and see what I can remember.
Just sleep for a bit. That's it.
Just passes out. There's like some like green vapors, like.
Oh no, I've been giving them like a tea with honey and infused coconut oil, so they're all pretty soft.
Beautiful. Yeah. Amazing. So you go around and you pass that to the other wounded. There was everyone seems to have some rather gruesome injury, though the two worst off were Lupa and his assistant, that I
Incor
remember
Salazar?
their name. Yes, there you go.
My dude.
Notes. Yes.
Beautiful. Yeah, and so this she's missing like her whole arm. It's been bandaged up, and she's just completely out.
Can I tell by the wounds, like what kind of weapon did this? Does it look like clean cuts, or are there like large gashes, like it was like some sort of bestial tear, or was it more like a precise sword, or like what are we?
Without requiring a check, it is quite it's quite brutal. So like it's very messy, but you can make a medicine to try and figure out.
I'll fuck with medicine. I forgot my dice in my room, so I'm just gonna roll off of this for a second. Come on, let's go. I clicked you. Oh, here we go. Fuzzy dice. That's a natural 20.
Hey!
Wow,
for 24.
Night.
Okay, listen. Squandered, but that's all right.
Yeah, so maybe you're looking over Inko Talaza, and she's completely out, and you see around like the portion of her shoulder that's been ripped off. There's like clear imprints, like bruising, in the shape of just what seems like relatively normal or humanoid, like handprints that have been bruised around the edges, like almost like you can imagine somebody like kind of grabbed the arm and the shoulder and maybe just like ripped it off.
Who could have done something? Alberich was with me the whole time. I don't. This is not good. I have to find my friends. Xanabin? Smokey.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you know where the homies went?
I think Iago is leading them to the the mess hall.
All right, well, take me there. Let's go.
Cantina. All right. Kind of floats out. And the rest of you are brought to the cantina. A little bit rushed over with Iago. You guys had helped him across the moat on a magic carpet before you split ways with Little Jo. So as you're walking, Iago kind of tries to piece some things together. He goes, "I don't understand. You were unconscious? Why were you just sleeping in the Athenaeum? How did you guys even get in?"
That was Sheera's device.
That's the crony. That's what AR gave you. But to think it was the key this whole time. Well, I have quite a lot to tell you. Oh. Well, go on. Fascinating. Well, I need to hear more about this. Come. Mason jar. Thank you. Who do I have to thank? Who is it? Who was it? Julie. Thank you. Always keeping us quenched.
That's mad respect.
I'm also Iago is a Warforged. He's a construct humanoid, and you notice that all of his parts are relatively newer. Like or maybe not newer, but he's had a lot of replacements over the years. So he doesn't have that same like wood-like texture that some Warforged do. He very much like steampunk and metal aesthetics, lots of brass, and he wears kind of like these denim pants and a vest on top. He's got these big kind of pointed leather boots, and he's got a wide-brimmed hat on his head, kind of a little bit of a cowboy. But you notice a very particular, yeah, he changed his style from last time. But he's also got a very obvious missing hole in his chest, kind of like this swirl of dark energy that where his core used to be. In its place is kind of like a pocket dimension that protects him from the influence of Xanabin. And you had seen this a long time ago. I just felt the need to refresh, just in case you forgot. And yeah, he leads you over to the cantina, and he opens the tent and goes, "Hey, this guy's got jams. Ask about the jams." He's, "What the heck?" And he kind of confused about it for a second, and just kind of walks over to one of the
thing's
tables.
still working. Like, okay. Right, what happened here exactly?
I don't know why. When I got here, everyone was already wounded. Some folks were attending to others, and man, what a mess! What a mess. They told us that you were in the Athenaeum, and so I went to go check, but it had been about over a day from what they're recounting.
It's been over a day. All right. Well, it didn't feel that long, did it? Sheera.
How
All
curious.
right, but I guess if we were right, but I guess I mean, suppose we were unconscious. I guess that doesn't really mean much.
I certainly wouldn't be able to tell you. Perhaps when Lupa is feeling better, he can maybe share his insight.
All right.
He might have a few ideas to how this is all working.
Joe was tending to him. I believe he should be all right by now.
I hope so.
Joe does good work.
I'll go check on him afterwards. He was in pretty bad shape when I first saw him.
Not to worry. Joe has some special herbs.
I see. Well, great. An apothecary then.
Of a sort.
All right. So please tell me more. What else did you find there? And well, maybe I should start. I'm only asking because, well, this expedition, the city of Xarn had conducted it just a few years back. Well, many years back, actually. When we first came and when we first discovered the Athenaeum, we were really interested in learning more about it. And Xanabin even came here himself. But
I believe we saw that.
you saw it? What do you mean you saw it?
There are some. So I believe what was Xanabin in his human form, or before he became what he is today.
Yes, he was still a human then.
Well, believe we saw him entering the Athenaeum.
That is so bizarre. Well, and what did you see? What he was doing inside the Athenaeum?
I think he stood on some sort of sand dune and got beamed up somewhere. He vanished in light.
I don't know
but
any of this.
we couldn't follow for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why, but we just found ourselves in a desert.
Well then. I need to ask. Did Lupa tell you what exactly the Athenaeum is?
A library, I believe.
Well, it means library. But the Athenaeum itself, it's supposed to be the birthplace of the Warforged. Of me, my kind.
I do believe he said that, yes.
Well, back when Xanabin was still a respectable wizard, he believed that, well, yeah, that was truth. But when he came here, he told us all that he didn't find anything. Now I'm wondering if that was true.
Right. Well, we didn't find anything. To be honest, all we saw was that room. And then visions. But maybe if we understood how to use those visions to our advantage, we might be able to learn something else.
I think so. You said that they were like memories.
Apparently.
Well then, maybe one of these memories is... Wait, I'm sorry. A strange feeling of what? He's home. Well, I never... Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. Perhaps you're right. I haven't seen what you've seen, so sorry if I'm a little bit skeptical, I suppose. Well, I will have to do what we can with what you've learned, I suppose. Well, in the meantime, I suppose we'll just have to tend to everyone here, make sure that they're all back in working order. I think we should send everyone back. I don't think it's safe here anymore.
I mean, if we can't figure out if this can give us some more information, it would be useful, but we don't even know what happened here to begin with. If we can narrow that down, we might be able to prevent it from happening again. And if that were the case, then it shouldn't be an issue again.
All right. Oh, say, where's Edmund? I was told he would be here.
I don't know. He took a... Well, look, we were under for a while, and I don't know if he's still quite out of it yet. It's felt a bit loopy when we woke up, when we came to. Might be sleeping it off for now.
All right. Well, then when he's back up, I'll have a talk with him too. Let's let him rest then. At this point, though, Joe, you can be arriving at the tent.
Yeah, just like a lightning bolt, just and the little flap, like
Yeah,
something about
super
Jan.
fast. This guy's got time. Ask about the job. Oh my goodness!
Hey, dudes, I just spoke with Lupa. Apparently, something came out. Some dude came out of a beam of light, and then his eyes were glowing. I don't know, but he ripped off Lupa's assistant's arm. And he might even be stronger than you, Al.
Well, look, hey, with magical implements, it's very possible.
I think we gotta
Definitely
find
met
this
a dwarf
dude.
stronger than me.
Don't say that. Could never be.
Look, it's been a while. I was a wee child when it was the truth, but it's happened.
Well, I think we gotta confront this dude because he's probably out there ripping other people's arms off, and that's not chill.
No, we can't have one-armed individuals walking around. That's just...
No, dude, that's not. Well, we can have one-armed individuals, like they're chill.
Well,
like,
no, it's just...
but
It's such a shame that they're definitely still able, but to just suddenly lose an arm like that for no reason, it's terrible.
if this guy wants to be pulling arms off, he can be pulling arms off of big bad Xanabin. And that's it. So we should find him and tell him that, or else arms or stocks or whatever.
Fair enough. So, which direction did you go?
And he looks like a dude. That's all I got as far as description.
All right.
And the handprints were of like a normal sized dude, and apparently he looks malnourished. I think he said that. Yeah, so we're looking for some little, I guess, skinny dude, probably a little bloated. I don't know.
Wait, this was the assailant?
Yeah.
He did all of this by himself?
Yeah, Lupa didn't catch much. He kind of just saw him and then heard the screams and then felt pain. And then they were all out. That's what he told me. But he's resting now, so maybe he'll tell us more later. He's not. He'll still be with us, so that's good. They're all stable. Everyone who I've touched and treated.
Right.
Thank you for that, Little Joe.
It's definitely good that you touched everyone.
No problem, dude. I just feel like sometimes you gotta touch people. And then you gotta hope that they'll touch you.
Well, it's only fair.
What is it to have touch when you are but a Warforged?
Do you
know,
not
dude,
have tactile sensation?
You need some of this,
Fortunately
buddy.
not. It's never know, never fret, right?
I suppose. That sounds
What
like
kind of fret are
an
we talking
existential
about here?
crisis.
Talking all up and down the fretboard.
Yeah. I have them about once every week, Alberich. It's very difficult.
Well, look, if you need anyone to talk to, we've got some counseling services with Joe here. He's got some very good medication for such events.
Oh,
Sure, dude.
Excellent.
You want to chill out?
I would love to chill out. But not right now. There's important business at hand. I'm going to see what kind of information I can get from those that are still awake and those that weren't as badly hurt.
I just a thought. Have you stepped into the Athenaeum for long?
Well, I only stepped in and I pulled you guys right out as soon as I saw you.
Right, but it being the birthplace of your people, maybe you could unearth some memory that we were not able to.
Maybe. You're going to think I'm crazy, but the place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I get a bad vibe from that place too, and for some reason, I don't want you to go in there at all.
Oh. Was this... Do either of you share this sentiment?
I mean,
Well, no,
I just
he was
suggested
saying
you
the
go in,
opposite,
so I suppose
yeah.
not. But
But I'm thinking, like, I don't think he should be touching that thing if it's got something to do with Xanabin. You know what I mean? If he gets on that sand mound, who knows?
I just believe that potentially Xanabin used this place for something, but the place in and of itself is not of Xanabin.
we haven't seen what's happened since that time. That Xanabin's been wandering around, a madman.
It's
Come on,
true.
Al. We gotta think. We don't know what's going on here. We're gonna put other people in danger.
This place has been here longer than Xanabin.
I'm not sure what. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Smokey is all of his weak parts.
Right?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
100%.
necessarily agree with that being
What?
weak, however.
No. But all the parts. It's all the parts that Xanabin's despised about himself, and he couldn't see the beauty.
I
In the
believe that
smoke.
was fear in itself speaking. He was scared of what it could bring about, and so he tried to, well, he did cut it away from himself to run away.
I'm mighty right confused right now. But I just want to make it clear that if you need me to go in there to find more answers, I'll pull up my pants from the bootstraps. That doesn't make sense, but I'll do it anyway.
Bridges.
Yeah, britches
Right.
From the bootstraps.
from the bootstraps.
It's a big pull. Right. No, like it was just a suggestion. I don't know much about magical things.
For now. For now, what?
The power of what? What?
Then we'll need every man and woman and any able-bodied person we have left, right? Right, sure.
What? I mean, these people, most of them aren't fighters. They're archaeologists. They're diggers. They came here for a job.
They weren't up for a big fight. These people were researchers.
You understand,
now-
whoever did this to your friends is stronger than Al.
Look, I've never really tried to rip someone's arm off. But if that's a challenge,
You look like you could do it.
I
I'm
could
just
try.
gonna be honest. You look like you could do it. Please don't.
Anyway,
well, no. Look, I feel like I'm not quite that unhinged just as of yet.
Alberich's rage is getting just a little mad.
Just a little mad.
A little angry.
Well,
Joe was right. It's better that we seat all these people first.
All right.
right. Well, guess we'll just keep healing. And did we come to the canteen
is there
for
a
a
way
reason?
to
Was there to
get,
get food here?
Where's I forget his name.
Who?
The cook.
There's a cook here. Well, I haven't seen anyone in here, but help yourselves. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to anyone.
Look, the tent flap was saying he had jam. I want to ask him about his jam.
Well, yeah, actually, now that you mention it, it did say that.
Yeah, it's the same dude who gave me my carpet, my robe, my carpet robe.
Right, well, I'm just
Rug.
saying if maybe he
Mr.
can help
Rug.
us feed the
All
people
right,
who
but
need
I'm
feeding.
gonna leave you folks to your jams.
Dr.
All right.
Rug.
Well, maybe we reconvene in the morning to deliberate on these ideas overnight. Okay.
Dr. Rugs, plural. That's what it is.
Right. Look, if you need us, let us know.
Of course. Yeah. Well, won't be far. And pulls up by his bootstraps.
Is he actually wearing pants?
He's wearing pants. Yeah. He's got denim pants. And he walks out. Hey, this guy's got James. Ask about his James.
Right, maybe we should keep that flap up so it doesn't constantly say that. Marketing for what?
It was one of you that put that, isn't it?
Kind of out from behind some barrels, crawls out, grime rot. He's not wearing like a shirt or his little shorts anymore. He's just like in his underwear for some reason. Crawls over, and then you see him like reach back and like grab his stuff, and he starts putting on his little shorts back on.
Right,
What were you
why
doing
were
back
you?
there?
I was trying to hide.
And it helps to be nude.
Hey, it was tight back there. I had to squeeze in.
That's fair enough.
Natural.
What are you
voice,
hiding
know what I'm
from?
saying? From that freaky guy. He was just like carving into people.
You've been hiding
Yes.
this whole time?
Yeah, I've been hiding the whole damn time.
And
That's
this
the only
was
reason I'm still alive, because that flap saved me.
because you knew he was coming. You heard
Yeah,
the jam.
it gave me enough time. It was perfect. I don't know whoever did that, but they're God's sake.
Thank you, lucky stars.
It was Eddie.
Oh,
Eddie Fundle.
the kobold.
He's a dragon.
Just don't tell him that.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Listen, where did he go? What did he do? What did he look like?
I
Apart
don't
from
know.
being
He
skinny.
stepped in here with his kind of matted hair, and I hid behind the barrels, and that was it.
Right?
He stood here, turned around to look at the flap, and then he walked out.
Did he look malnourished? Did he have golden eyes?
Skin and bones. That boy needed jam, let me tell you.
All right.
And he didn't offer
So-
him any jam?
With all the screaming going on out there, no thank you.
Skin and bones, golden eyes, and matted hair. We've gotten another descriptor. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
And he came this way. Maybe. How long ago was this, Grimy?
So I don't know. I lost count of time. I sort of went into I went into a state, you know. I was just
Ballpark. It's been a day since we've been away, so how long have you been hiding?
like overnight.
Okay. So it happened in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I was making the prep for the morning meal.
You're a diligent worker.
Yeah. Don't
If
tell
only there
Luke I
was-
say this, you know. He really rubs me the wrong way, but there's just something about the guy, you know.
Lupa?
Yeah.
Why did you mention that out of nowhere?
Well, because there's something about the guy.
There's something about Lupa that you don't like, and it
Yeah,
has
he's
to
always
do.
nagging me, you know, but he asks me to do things and I just have to do it, you know. A little bit, yeah. I hate all my bosses. Oh, of course. I want to sell my own jams. Also, yeah, there's something weird happening with your voice elf lady. You little parched, been out in the desert too long. Don't ask me for tea.
Oh, I've got tea. Have you ever tried making infused jam, Grimy?
You're gonna have to explain that word to me.
Take a hit of this, and then try and tell me what. Take a hit of that, and then tell me what you think about Lupe really. Not Lupe, Lupa. Monsieur Lacroix.
He kind of sniffs it. Now, what are you giving him?
I'm just giving him a joint.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I used to smoke like 12 packs a day.
Listen, I'm a doctor, okay? This is medicinal.
No, it's the good stuff. All right.
And he says that, but he just like stuffs it in his back pocket.
I'll allow it. Pull another one out from like just collar.
What I really think about Lupa? He never stops asking me for things. But like I
Like
said,
what?
there's just something about him.
Like
can't help
what?
it.
What does he ask you for?
Well, he asks
Jam?
me to cook.
Is that your job?
That's it.
Oh, doesn't seem.
That is a lot to ask of somebody.
Yeah, it's a lot. I just want to make jams.
Does he at least clean the dishes for you?
No,
That
he's
bastard.
always walking around telling people what to do.
But
Big shot over here.
Look, if someone cooks, someone needs to wash the dishes afterwards. It's just fair.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
I'm confused.
That makes sense.
Al, why are you like feeding into this? We don't care about your petty gripes with Lupa. We want to know about where this guy went who's ripping arms off people.
I'm just having fun.
Well, I don't know where he went. Look, I don't have your answers.
Then I gotta be honest, Grimy. I appreciate you and your jam, but I'm out of here. All right, bro. Enjoy the piff.
Oh yeah, I mean, thank you. Hey, you want some jams?
No jams.
I got no jams.
And with that, I lightning bolt out of there.
We'll come back for some jam later. For now, we're gonna see to these people and make sure. Look, would you mind terribly if? I mean, you were prepping some breakfast. I think these people could use a good meal after what happened.
Yeah.
This guy's just like Lupa.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. At least I got something to make the time pass a little faster.
Oh, Grimy, a man after my own soul.
Let me light that for you, and I'm gonna just like clang my armor together, just spark.
Yo, sick. How?
Thanks, porcupine.
And he gets to work. Oh, you still got something in your throat there, Sheera.
All right, let's go see the other people, Sheera. All right. Joe, where'd you go?
I'm
Joe.
just outside. I'm just outside. I'm
And
waiting.
go through the flat.
Ask about
But-
the jazz. This guy's got jazz.
This guy's got jams. Ask about the jams. I do want to, but we're in the desert still, yes?
Yes.
So it's shifting sands. There's like a constant breeze, I assume. So any tracks that this near faint man would have left, or being at the very least, would have been tossed aside. But
Can always
I
try.
can get pretty high. I already am pretty high.
say.
Is that relevant in some way, or
Yeah, dude.
Look,
It's
He
totally
becomes
relevant.
more insightful and perceptive.
But you can absolutely make a survival check if you want to look for tracks.
I do want to look for tracks. I want to make a survival check, and I want to kind of make. Can I like take off with Dr. Ruggs and do it like get like
High
a bird's eye
vantage.
view or something?
Sure.
Would you still allow me to roll survival for that?
I'd allow you to roll survival or perception.
No, perception. I'm actually better at surviving than perceiving.
Interesting.
So that's
That's
a
a
21.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Well, survival is also wisdom,
That's true.
but for some reason I think it's because of my background, so I'm proficient in wisdom, but not in perception, which is also funnier for my stone dice.
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
Sheera.
not very perceptive, bro.
Yeah. Sound
All you need was a little bit of
What?
jam, it seems.
He snuck some jam in your
Some
water.
jam to wet your whistle.
Little Joe is scouting around the encampment, looking for tracks of the assailant.
Please.
What do your elf eyes see, Sheera?
Maybe it's survival, but maybe I should help you. I have a +9 in survival. I don't know what you have, but you could also do perception. So, which
Oh no.
I swear.
You didn't drink enough water. What the heck? Man?
How much water can I chug? My survival is 8, so you're actually
You have
better
like a
than
little
me.
like bee in there or something.
only slightly.
Actually.
A bee in your bonnet? Ooh, what? What?
Uh-oh.
Oh. Hello.
No. Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh Jesus, sorry.
Nothing.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Well, you have the help.
Taurus, where'd you come from? Sorry. So what? I get to roll again with advantage. I get to roll with advantage. Basically, roll again, see if I
You
get
can
higher.
roll with advantage.
Sheera's helping.
Shira,
Okay.
Do you need?
Yeah, you got more than me.
Yeah, it's still happening.
So it's 26 instead.
26. Very good. Very good. You take off.
Yes, sir.
There are several paths that sort of arrive. There's a few that arrive like into the dig site. Sorry. Oh my gosh. And so starting from there, you can kind of like take off in sort of the general direction of each of these paths. And you can also tell that sort of they facilitate easier traversal. So it's like a good place to begin.
Yeah.
And there hasn't really been traffic on those paths since however long.
This whatever
the day
this would
before,
happen.
whatever,
Yeah.
So you do notice on one of the paths, leading out maybe a few hundred feet, the remnants of tracks. Small tracks, but humanoid tracks, bipedal tracks, leaving away and towards the
Don't say it.
wonderful
Don't fucking say
green
it.
region of Vitrolan. Or not Vitrolan, sorry. The region known as Olark's Back, which is the entire dark green region here, down towards Napels.
Down towards Napels. Okay, yes, I see. No, not there, but here. Yes, yeah, okay. Hell yes. Okay, so he's traveling south.
Mhm.
Okay.
But the tracks, maybe about like 300-400 feet, they disappear in the sand.
Okay. But I know he's traveling north, so I will once the tracks disappear, if Sheera would be around, I would point them out to her. And I don't. She has ranger abilities, I believe. She's kind of ranger-esque, so I don't know if she would be able to tell anything more about him, whether it's an enemy that she's like really knowledgeable about. Maybe some would say favored, but I don't know that. I would just point it out to her, and then I would take off to find Al and potentially Edmund and whoever's around, and just try to relay the information that hey, I found tracks. Looks like he's going south towards the woods.
Well, just to clarify, so Alberich, would you have gone with them, or would you have stayed in the encampment?
Well, because I'm flying.
Yeah, I know.
I would have stayed in the encampment, looking like just seeing if anyone else can give me a bit more information about.
Okay.
What
So
happened.
as you're flying around,
Trying to piece things
Joe,
together.
doing your survival checks with we'll say the Sheera's with you. We will go over to Alberich in just a moment. I just want to confirm, Sheera, if you're back.
Yeah, any better?
I'm not. I think it's okay for
So
now.
far.
I don't know if it's going to start
Okay.
up again. But as a ranger, and I know desert is one of your favorite terrains.
Oh, you want me to check my other one?
Yeah, well, just check your feature if it helps you locate or track creatures. There should be something.
Yeah, because I found tracks going south towards the woods.
Yes, yes. It's just my browser closed. So, Natural Explorer, I have forest, mountain, and desert, and while traveling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain doesn't scale your group travel. We cannot get lost by magical means, and I remain alert to dangers even if we're engaged in an activity. And while tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Huzzah! That's that last bit. That's what I
that last bit.
freaking wanted.
That's there.
Yeah, that last bit essentially confirms your survival check, Joe. You know for certain that there was one individual traveling through the.
How long ago? That's what I want to know. How old are these tracks?
They're about half a day old.
Okay.
He's got fucking 12 hours on this. God damn it! I could do it.
Oh, we know you can.
I could freaking
But
do it.
there was another point in that that you noticed something else while you guys are scouting out in the desert. But that's just a tease. We'll come back to that in just a second. Alberich, you are at the encampment, and there are a few people sort of rushing about, handling different types of provisions and getting bandages and things for people, and preparing cots and all the tents for sleeping for the wounded and things like that.
That's it. It's like anything that's kind of like fallen over or been like toppled, I'll kind of set to rights. I'll help pitch tents that have been slashed through.
Behave.
Just general maintenance and kind of just chatting with people as I go. No need for help there.
All right. So as you're helping about, you notice that there's one a dwarf lady who is kind of struggling with something. She looks maybe a little bit stressed out. She's got this like really bushy, curly orange hair and a equally bushy and curly orange beard. She's kind of all geared up. She's got all sorts of like picks and shovels strapped to her back. She's clearly one of the diggers, not one of the archaeologists. And she goes, "Oh, thank you so much for all your help. Oh, I'm just happy that at least you, the four of you, are all right. I don't know if we would all be able to continue on like this if anything had happened to you."
I mean, all of us here are part of the resistance, and we're all doing our part to do what we can.
You're so modest. I'm Lule Westro, by the way.
Pleasure, Alberich.
Oh yes,
Alberich
I've heard
Fireforge.
quite a great deal about you. Well, do you mind helping me with a few other things too? I could use your big, strong arms.
Sure. Leave me to it.
All right. There are literal cots that need to be moved from one tent to another. They're basically moving them out of some of the sleeping tents and they're getting extra cots from those to fill up the medical tent. There's still like a lingering mist of smoke from Joe Ali, and they're realizing that it's like soothing everyone, so they're like rushing people in and like tying up all the bottoms of the tent so it stays nice and like all compacted in there.
Hell yeah.
It lingers for a while because it's blessed. It's like holy smoke, so she's able to kind of like grab one, and these things are pretty light for Alberich, so kind of.
Yeah, no, I'll help carry whatever needs to be carried, set up things, And yes, I said just kind of like asking about what happened, if anyone saw anything more than what I already know.
Oh, I don't know if you'd believe me, but it was like he kept disappearing. Flashes of moments, he just appeared in front of Lupa, and then in front of Ingra, and then I had to turn away. I had to run. I didn't see what else happened
Like-
after that.
He was phasing in and out, or it was more like a flash of light and he had disappeared?
I swear, it was like I blinked and he was someplace else.
Definitely doesn't sound natural, that.
No, not at all.
I
Anyways,
hate magic users. Alright.
It shook me right up, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. What happened to Inkor is not pleasant at all. I'm just glad they're alright.
As am I. How do you do it? Constantly having to be around that violence.
Well, it's definitely not an easy thing, but look, someone also needs to make sure that doesn't happen to the ones that you care about too, right?
Well, that's true.
If you have the strength to protect, then what better use for it?
Thank you, Alberich. That puts me at ease a little. Say,
Oh, I'm glad of that.
would you mind getting a drink with me later tonight? Just to have a drink and talk. I just want to get absolutely wasted.
At Grimrot's place.
It's the only place, really. I mean, we could grab a
Right.
tankard, maybe pull it off someplace, maybe another tent or something.
Joe is definitely a bit more of a counselor, but I can do what I can.
All right. Well, I'll be looking forward to it. I mean, I'll be at the cantina tonight. I'll be there, and if I see you, consider it a drink.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this. You really have been a big help.
Yeah, just doing my part.
I think I need to sit down myself, actually.
Well,
And-
I mean, Joe's smoke is still going on. It's got some very good
Oh, you're absolutely right. Maybe not here.
medicinal.
I'd like to keep some of my
value.
wits about me.
It's definitely got a way of making you a little hazy.
Aye. Yes, it does. And she finishes up there and then slowly leaves the tent. But you also notice around the area, Iago is going around to a few people and sort of just like pulling up a chair next to them, sitting down and sort of having like a conversations with them, asking questions. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, if there's no one else that needs any help, well, he'll leave and go see Grimrod, I suppose. See if he needs any help. Albrecht right now there's nothing really much going on, so he needs to find something to do. He's gonna
All right.
get antsy.
Yeah, you go back to the cantina, and he's just preparing food. It's
Right, what do you
mostly
need help?
already at this, but it's like coming along now, and there will you notice maybe there's a few of the diggers come in to start bringing food over to some of the tents where people are maybe a little bit more conscious or sitting up, and those who haven't eaten in a while. And
Albrecht
you
goes
can
out
help
doing the
with that.
dishes.
Oh,
Wow.
Grindbot like
That's
Like-
a man.
You know, porcupine. Think you're my favorite.
Look, I just can't sit still. It's not doesn't feel right after everything that happened. I need to be doing something, you know. I'm crazy if I don't.
Nah, well, I mean, I help yourself, huh?
And there's like a pile of dishes that clearly haven't been done in a while. It's all like metal cutlery and plates and things like that.
I'll take off my greaves.
Yeah, crushing everything in your hands. But above the encampment, Sheera, because you had spent like more than an hour, like an entire week traveling through the Black Desert, your buffs
Yeah.
are still holding strong. So
Nice.
as you guys are scouting around and you notice the tracks and you follow them a little while, you notice that despite there being no tracks in this case, you notice several creatures moving through towards the dig site.
Okay.
They're kind of like separated, scattered about. And then maybe as you're like coming back around, you notice one in particular is very visible. Just it's sort of like walking down one of the main paths towards the dig site. And you get a decent glimpse of this guy.
Mhm.
Fairly well built, wearing kind of like a dark suit of armor, like half plate on his chest, with a black leather sort of bodysuit underneath,
Mhm.
geared up with like gauntlets and like a crossbow built into one, with a sword on his hip, one on his back. Definitely geared up to not only travel but also for combat.
Wait. At first,
Okay.
when you said creatures, for some reason, instantly I thought animals, but then you started describing like an actual
Mhm.
person.
Yeah.
Uh,
The creatures are people.
When
yeah, I know.
when we see this, because I'm there as well. Yes,
Mm.
we're flying around. I'm wearing Dr. Ruggs as a cape. I imagine I'm like holding Sheera from under her pits, and we're just like kind of flying. Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
I like, and Sheera will see this, I assume, and point this out to me.
Hmm.
And so, I think I gotta confront him, dude.
Sure thing. I am kind of suspicious what they're all heading there.
Why don't I drop down and you take Dr. Ruggs over here and you go get Al, and I'll see what this guy wants.
Get out? You want to
Al.
be solo?
No, Al. Get Al.
Oh, Al.
Albert,
Okay.
go
Oh,
get
yeah.
Al.
Okay.
Our boy.
Okay. Got it.
Our boy
Uh,
in metal.
our boy, I can totally get the boy if that's what you want. Are you going to be okay alone?
I should be able to, handle
Yeah,
it
you
for
can always
time.
outrun them.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I think so. Listen, I go and I drop her, like I'll go and land pretty casually, like well, not casually, fast, but maybe like 100 feet in front of him, or 200 feet in front of him or something, so he can see me in the desert, but not close enough that he would easily be able to like get a shot off at us or something.
Mm.
And then I'll just like kind of like drape Dr. Ruggs around Sheera's shoulders and be like, take her to Al.
Well, okay, I guess. Ah!
Mid sentence.
All right.
And I'll just
I
like
wanted
turn
to say I'm okay.
and I'll just turn and wait.
Okay.
And like I'm
The
watching him.
the figure sees you kind of drop, we'll say 200 feet away from him, and you see he stops, and then he resumes and continues walking. He keeps the same pace. It's not very brisk, sort of just walking through the desert. And when he comes about like 100 feet within you, distance from you,
Mhm.
and he goes, don't see many people just standing out in the desert.
No,
Who
you
are
wouldn't. I'll be asking the questions right now, all right, dude? Be ye friend or foe of the resistance?
The resistance. I'm a friend.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's great news, dude. Man, we could use a couple other arms. Come on.
And he starts to take a few steps forward, and he goes, "And who exactly are you?"
Oh, dude, I'm just like I'm just a dude, man. I'm just trying to get by. Can I roll insight? And
Sure.
I'm just like playing it off, but I'm trying to get a sense of this dude. What's my bonus to insight? It's good. So +9. So, that's cocked. You know what? Screw you. I'm getting another one. I'm gonna go with the green one. Seems fitting. 12, 19, so that's a 21.
21. Okay.
Same fucking as my survival check. More my first one. Anyways.
You're looking at him, and there's a moment where he seems pretty cautious of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you start to get like the sense that this guy has no idea who you are. He's kind of looking at you all sketched out. He looks a little bit weirded out. But then you see he does like this thing where he kind of looks out into the desert. And you can tell that.
Oh, I know about the other creatures there too, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, they were pointed out to you. And so this kind of it's almost like he's sending some kind of signal. So he almost comes across as being very wary of you, but it's you can tell with your 21 just barely that he's not being. There's something else going on here. He's taking advantage of this encounter.
Mm-hmm. And he's getting closer while he's
he's slowly approaching. Yeah, we'll say he's 80 feet from you now.
Okay. I'll start walking towards him.
Yeah.
I guess I should tell you my name. They call me Lil Jo. Lil Jo Ali. And at that point, can I cast blindness, deafness on this guy?
Oh shit! Okay. Yeah, but before you do that, though, now that he's a little bit closer to you, I'll describe what he looks like. He's a drow, clad in that same black half plate and black leather bodysuit.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one I really described. But his face is he's a drow with very dark skin. He's got short black hair and a big chunky full black beard with 3 white stripes.
I thought it was going to be his chin,
no, but it kind of does
the obsidian chin.
And
cool.
He's there, and one of his eyes is he's got a little scar on it over it, so it kind of stays more closed. And he looks fairly geared up. He's got incredibly good posture, very almost militaristic. And go ahead and cast your spell. It's a DC. What do I gotta beat?
Yeah, it's a DC. Blindness and deafness. How does this work? He's just got to be it's a con save. He's got to beat a 17. And I'm moving towards him as I'm doing this.
Okie dokie. All right. So describe how you cast the spell.
I would take a huge drag, and then I put my hands together in prayer, and I blow, and the smoke goes out in a jet and just goes right in his eyes, and he's like, "Oh, I toke."
Yeah, it comes flying towards him, and then when it's 5 feet away from him, you see he snaps his finger, and there's this plume of white, this thick white fog that kind of rolls up from over his shoulders and kind of blocks your smoke.
He's got his own smoke.
And I dive right in.
He counterspelled you.
Okay.
And I believe blindness and deafness is a second level spell,
Yes.
or is it a third?
Technically, I cast it as a third, but I didn't. So I didn't realize
Well,
that
I don't
it doesn't.
think it. Yeah.
It only it does more to more people technically,
Okay.
but I
Yeah. Well,
did
he
accidentally
casts
cast it as a
counter
third,
spell and it
but
completely negates your spell.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and he goes, I don't exactly like being assaulted by strangers.
Oh no! I'm not giving him time.
Oh.
I like because I'm moving as I cast this,
Okay.
and if anything, it was just a distraction. I'm trying to get around behind him, just using my speed,
Okay.
which is fast as fuck.
It is fast. It is fast. I'm going to say, though, as soon as he counterspells, it's not like he's actually being obscured. You're not actually being obscured by the smoke.
100%.
So I am going to ask for initiative right off the bat.
Sure. Hell yeah.
All right. And just give me a
19.
little bit to set up here.
Yeah.
Sheera and Alberich.
I
Joel
go
Lee
look
isn't-
for Allie.
Yeah, you head off towards the encampment. You're not too far. They're relatively close to the dig site. And I'm gonna say that you guys can reach them in 3 rounds.
Oh, not shabby actually. This carpet goes fast.
The carpet's fast as fuck. Carpet's fast as fuck, boy.
Okay.
But I explained to Albert, bad vibes about these dudes just coming to the city. It feels odd. There's something weird about.
What?
A bunch of creatures are heading towards here.
A bunch of
They're
creepers
far
or
spread, not creepers, creatures. Like
Well,
all
both.
sorts. I guess so. Okay. Yeah.
or right, but like reptilian
No, like
beasts?
humanoids. There's at least one. Did I see the drow? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the one you had noticed.
Okay, there's at least a drow part of it, and
Right, but we just came from Dewhurst. That doesn't really seem like a very suspicious thing to see around these parts.
it's more the way they were dispersed and walking towards here that it seemed odd, as if they were all coming at once. If that makes sense.
Like a party of individuals walking from Dewhurst to the dig site.
All separate though.
Alright.
They weren't together, so something's odd. But
So what,
Jolie
do you want to
stayed
go
there.
ambush one of them and see what they're doing?
Maybe just get more information, or at least find out if they're friend or foe.
Alright, sure. Let's go ambush one.
All right. On the carpet.
Beautiful. Almost ready here.
Nice.
But so you said, did you get a number of how many there were potentially?
Did I get a number?
Yes, you would have had an exact number. There were a total of 9, and that includes the drow that you.
Okay.
God damn. 999.
What did you get yourself into, Joe?
No, well, that's okay.
Okay.
The same thing I
Doesn't
always
sound so
get
bad.
myself into. A lot of fun, actually.
Alright, and is there a particular reason why the carpet's over your shoulders?
Because you
It's a
forced
cape.
it on me. I wanted actually to walk here and come back, but
That might have taken a
it
while.
would have. But I wanted some time to just think, if that makes sense. Clear my mind. It's been quite hectic recently.
Right, but if they were as suspicious as you say they are, would you really want to take time?
I just trust that Joe would be fine. But now that we have the carpet, we might as well, right? Like, Joe,
I
he
mean-
can get out of situations. He's swifty.
I mean, I meant more if they were coming here. Most of the camp's
Well,
already injured.
that is true. I guess I was a bit selfish in the sense of wanting some alone time for just a bit.
No, I mean, everyone needs it every now and then. It's not to
And
blame
there's
in any way.
something bugging me about this man with golden eyes. I can't
Like
put my finger on it right now, but
you remember it from somewhere.
I mean, I knew someone with golden eyes. I
Who?
thought it was more rare. Uh, well, because of the Spider Queen, but not Spider Queen. Oh my God, because of anyways. My dad.
The
Yeah,
Spider
I
Talking
was
about
Queen.
Rolf?
thinking. Yeah. It's, no,
Spider Queen?
just no, just what happened with Lyria and everything.
There was someone
Um,
in Dewhurst with golden eyes.
yeah, my dad. It seems like he ended up there, and
What?
if he was there, I don't know,
Your father had
something
golden
bugged me.
eyes.
Yeah,
Weren't you saying
All
something about your
right.
father having sealed Xanabin into somewhere?
I did. It was a cloudy memory, but
So maybe he was sealed there with him,
it's a possibility.
and now he's free. And apparently carving through the camp like they were nothing.
That's why I didn't really want to think about it too much. It seems
Fair point.
very hard to believe.
All righty.
Regardless, on our way.
That was beautiful. Joe, what did you get for your initiative?
I rolled a 19.
19.
Wait, but I might have
Your bonuses.
something. No, that's it.
Okay. Very, very good. All right. So you're rushing towards him?
Yeah.
Okay. He is going first. Then it's you. Oh, he is going to stand there and pull out or unsheathe the sword on his back.
Mhm.
And as he pulls it out, you see it's like a white ivory saber. It's a longsword that he takes out. Jagged edges, looks like it's like made from some flat piece of bone from some sort of creature. And there's like plumes of like white fog that are sort of spilling out of the grip, sort of like running down his hands.
Sick.
And he looks at you with his one eye, yeah, as he takes it out, that's when he says, he's like, I don't like being assaulted by strangers. And he is going to sort of brush his hand against the blade, and it sort of gets engulfed with that fog.
Mm-hmm.
And he waits. No, he doesn't. He can do that. And I think he plucks off a fragment of the fog, like a piece of cotton candy. And then it
Nice.
kind of like begins to change color. It becomes like dark and stormy and like black and purple. And he shoots it out towards you. And 3 rays are going to fire off towards you.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit? I
Nope.
believe your AC is 20. Then a 25 and a 28. So 2 of the rays are going to fly off towards you. First one is going to do 10 damage.
Ooh.
And the second one is going to do 5 damage.
Okay.
And
Good shot, dude. You're barking up the wrong tree.
He kind of like kind of flicks off the remaining bits of fog on his fingers, like he was trying to get rid of them. But you also get, when you get smacked with those beams, you get knocked back
A bean smack.
total of 20 feet.
Okay, fine.
So we'll just say that you're 20 feet farther from him now.
You're falling into my trap.
So
I want to be farther from you.
you're a little off the map, I think, now, but that's fine. We're right on the edge, hopefully. It's taking a while to update. But either way, it is your turn.
Oh, is the map up?
It is up, yes. It's being shared on the stream as well.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Or it should be, at least.
You know what? I'm gonna just move in. I want to test this guy. You look pretty tough, dude. And so I wonder what a guy like you is coming around here with 8 other dudes in a pincer formation on these unsuspecting archaeologists. Nobody's coming this way in that group like that for no reason. And then I'll jet towards him and
Okay.
give him a couple strikes. But I mean, he can respond to me as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think as you kind of
Just like
fly
kind of
towards him,
yeah. I was like back, and so I say this, and then I start running in towards him.
He's gonna say, "Oh, now you feel like speaking. Maybe if you hadn't assaulted me, we could actually be discussing this under friendly terms."
Nothing friendlier than a little fight. I'm all
You
about
seem
peace,
eager.
baby.
But surely you know the dangers of the Black Desert.
Of course I do.
Well, then chalk it up to us being careful, huh?
Well,
He's still doing that eye thing, by the way.
I suggest that you surrender in this moment, because I'm about to get a lot of backup.
Go
If
on,
you're true,
terms.
if you put down your weapons and call your companions forward and speak your business, you clearly know who I am.
I do. Lil Jo Ali from the Kingswood. My name is Xarn. I'm the guild lord of the Deep Eye Guild of Windrow. I came here to lend my aid to the resistance.
Why have we heard no word of this? There are resistance members in Windrow as we squeak.
Are there now? It's the first I'm hearing of this.
And clearly you're not a friend of the resistance.
I guess we'll find out at the end of this, won't we?
I guess we will.
Go on. Let's see if these reinforcements can get here before you're but paste in the sand.
Let's. And yeah, I'm gonna open up. Let's start with 2 strikes. So a 22 and a 20 non-natural. Do those hit at all?
They both hit.
Beautiful. Now I gotta break out some dice. I'm gonna lightning strike both of them.
Beautiful.
So, starting with 12 points of bludgeoning, and then 10 points of lightning. And then the next strike 7 points of bludgeoning, and 8 points of lightning. And then I'll do my my classic. I'll flurry of blows him for another 2 hits. So 23 and a 21. So those are gonna hit.
Yep.
No lightning on these guys, so that I gain my charges back on these hits. There we go. So 6. What is that? 8. Beautiful. 20.
Oh, I kind of have to move them away from like the center of the map. Oh yeah, nobody can hear Taurus or CJ in the background, but he's talking to me as like he's like God over my shoulder, you know. Jesus, take the wheel. But yeah, I have to have the map here because I didn't account for all this happening out in the middle of the desert. So it is what it is.
So the next 2 strikes, it's a total of 24 points of bludgeoning damage, as I'm just kind of like lacing this dude up with a quick combination, and then I'll like go into a backwards roll and like dance away from him, so I get to move 50 feet back. So I'll move kind of like into this brush here. Or no. Yeah.
Yeah. The full 50?
I'll move 45.
45? Okay. Yeah. So
And
it
I'm
kinda
like,
moves you up.
just like, come on.
Well,
Like
are you
lightning
able to
step
move
away.
yourself? You should be able to move your token.
Oh yeah, here. I'll try to do so. I'll say here is respectable.
Cool.
And it's within my movement, so whether it's 45 or not.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So that's 1 round. At the start of this round, let me do a few more rolls.
Oh shit.
What?
Can I say my last strike was a stunning strike? I forgot completely.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I can just apply it, right? So
Yeah, I think
I'll
it's
just
easy.
say the last one, so I'm not being too ridiculous.
Right.
But yeah, he has to make a whiz save, I believe, of 17.
Wisdom save.
I believe so.
All right. What's the DC?
17.
All right, he beats it.
Okay. Oh, it's a con save. Shit. But whatever.
In that case, he fails it.
Oh.
Look at that. His wisdom's better than his con.
How do you stun him?
I guess like especially since it's the last blow, let's say I give like a left, like I come in left hook, right? Then I'll go under, 1 shot to the ribs, and then an elbow to the face, and then a spinning back hoof will stun him. And it's just the strike that's stunned him. And I like somehow I gave that
Getting into those combos.
and I'm still gonna bounce away. Because I can just bounce back, and I'm like, as I bounce away, like I can tell that I rocked him, so I'll be looking around for his friends in case they're trying to ambush me, but no roll or nothing necessary. Sure. I'm just looking.
No. Make me a perception check.
Oh, beauty! Like as my bonus action? Well, no, my bonus action was with that.
Oh no, it's fine. It's just at the start of the round.
So it's 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let me just check here. Okay, yeah, you go into the trees, you don't see anything.
All right.
Okay, let me get myself all organized here. Sorry, this is...
So now he's Stunned.
Yeah.
Which is great for me.
It is great for you. Okay, so I think that you are right now, kind of out of nowhere. These 3 dudes, clad in the same armor. These ones have these helmets that have like these lips over them, and then there's like a veil that hides their face.
Okay.
They sort of like pop out of the sand around you.
Around me.
Yeah. Boom.
Hell yeah.
Boom. And boom. There they are.
Okay.
They all pop out, and on the veil is sort of like a painted in white paint on the front is a closed eye. And
Oh, fuck.
they rush forward through the sand towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Blades drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to each take an attack against you. I'm getting extra confused with this fucking... Doesn't matter. They're coming. They
This
are
fucking shit, man.
Like a rushy, and each one's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So the first one is a kind of average height humanoid. Sorry, let me do this to see if they hit. First attack is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna fucking hit.
Okay. You're going to take 9 piercing damage.
Okay. 9.
Plus an extra 7 damage. This is
Okay.
you as the blade kind of like slices into it, you notice a quick flash. The blade is sort of these 2 serpents that are like kind of swerved together, sort of in
Intertwined.
spiral. Yeah, they're intertwined in like a spiral.
Sexy.
And you feel this like wave of negative energy assault you, and also you
if it's
feel like your
poison,
blood becomes thick. Ooh.
I have immune to poison and disease.
Ah,
Purity of body,
okay.
baby.
Okay, but is that poison damage
I'm.
or just
let
the
me
poison
see,
condition?
Let me see. You're immune to poison and disease. It doesn't specify more than that in purity of body. But let me go deeper.
Please do. I will fix it. My initiative tracker.
I mean, if you're immune to fire, you don't take fire damage. If
It
you're
just,
immune
yeah,
to
no, it actually
poison-
doesn't go deeper. But let me look into the internet. The old internet will tell me.
It's just because there's a poison condition and a
I
poison
know.
damage.
Yes.
So in fire, there's
A
only
monk
5
with
damage.
purity of body is immune to poison damage and the poisoned condition.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yes, son.
So
Yeah.
you don't take the 7. Instead,
7?
you take 2.
Okay.
It's like a mix of damage types. So the poison damage you didn't take.
That's complicated for you, but
Yes, it is.
I'm happy.
It is. All right. That was 1 attack from this guy.
Fuck.
He's going to make another one.
That was 1 attack from this guy, and then there's 2 other people attacking?
Give it 2 damage.
Another 9 slashing. And then only...
Wait, 22?
It was a 22 to hit, yeah.
No, okay, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead, continue.
Okay. So yeah, the 9 slashing and then 5 necrotic. And then the next guy is really short, either a halfling or a gnome. Can't really tell with the veil in front of his face. Same weapon though. He swings to 12. He misses.
When he misses, I'm going to spend a key point so that he hits his friend.
Okay.
That's my tipsy sway.
How does this work? I just roll the damage on the.
When a creature misses you with a melee attack, I can spend 1 key point as a reaction to cause that attack to hit 1 creature of my choice other than the attacker that I can see within 5 feet.
Cool.
So basically, I'll just like guide, like I'm going to like do a block or like some sort of parry, but I just guide it into his friend who just hit me, whatever the weapon is.
Mhm.
So he just attacks his friend instead.
Okay, so let me roll the damage here. Yeah, so he kind of like slips maybe, or like he goes for you, and then you do your drunken master, high master maneuvers, kind of throw him off balance, and he gashes his pal for 10 slashing and an additional 6 of the mixed damages, so a total of 16.
Cool.
Which would be okay. All right. That was the first attack that he had missed. Yeah, and then the second one he got a 16, so that's also a miss.
Also a miss. I already used my reaction, so I can't do that anymore.
And then the last guy. Whoops! I keep rolling the damage before attacking. 14 misses.
Mm-hmm.
And a 13 misses.
Thank God.
So they're kind of like all mixed up. You're doing like Jackie Chan tricks, like kind of fucking everyone.
Yeah. Rolling on the ground, jumping up all of a sudden to a backhand spring, then suddenly it's a forward somersault, and they just don't know where to go.
Yeah, they're just like hitting each other somehow. Like, what the heck?
Running into each other. It's hell yeah.
Beautiful. So that is their turn. Now then it's Hackthorn.
So that means it's him,
but he's stunned. So he misses his turn. And then it is
me.
You. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to leave these guys all step of the wind so that I can disengage as a bonus action from these dudes, and I'm not just taking all of that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run back up to their friend. And he's stunned, so I'm going to hammer him. Well, he was stunned. Now he's no longer stunned. Is that how that works? At the end of his turn, he's...
Yeah, is it at the end of his turn or your turn? Just for clarification.
That's another good question. It's only like I've been playing this game forever.
It's always the
target is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Cool. So he's still stunned. And if you can, just move your little guy.
So then I get to attack him basically at advantage? Or it's just critical? How does that work when they're stunned
target,
again?
Creature is incapacitated, can't move, can't speak.
Just advantage on attacks.
Attacks against the creature have advantage, yes.
Okay. Then I will attack with advantage, and I'm going to pump lightning into him again. So a 22 to hit, which hits, and a 24 to hit.
Also hits.
Okay. And I'm going to... The first strike, I'm going to make another stunning strike. So he needs to beat a DC 17. I'm not fucking around right here.
Okay. What was the damage?
I haven't done the damage yet, but I'm doing it now. I'm fishing out D4s.
Constitution.
Yeah, he's got to beat a 17.
You got a natural 20.
Okay, well, don't put that die away because I'm spending another key point.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to try again, motherfucker. I'm alone. I got nothing to lose. So the damage of the first is 13 bludgeoning, and then this is a 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 lightning. And then the damage of the second, 7 bludgeoning, and this is a 3, and then a 4, 7. So another 9 lightning. Oh, sorry, 10 lightning. That's 3. And yeah, he has to roll again for the con save.
It's a natural one.
Stunned again.
He is
I'll look at
stunned
their-
again.
And so I'm like just
Both ends
like,
of the spectrum.
like this guy, he's like kind of like I assume he's laid out kind of, and I'm holding him with one hand now. I'm looking at his friends and I'm just bah. I'm like, so I look at him, dudes, you better surrender now, or I'm just gonna keep hammering your friend until he's gone.
Two of them kind of look at each other, like the average sized one and the short one kind of like look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear them yell out. They go, "Fire him! Get him!" It doesn't seem like they're relenting.
All right, cool. Well,
And
I guess it's their turn.
yeah, that was round 2. So in one more round, the others will arrive.
All of the others, or just my others?
Your others. But at the start of this round, their others.
No.
all pop out of the
Totes.
sand around you at the order to fire at you. And let's show them in the sand here. They all begin to pop up.
Where's Smokey when you need him?
Where indeed?
I'm sure he's around.
And Edmund.
Edmund's taking a
Edmund.
nap, okay?
I know where Edmund is.
The longest nap of his life.
So yeah, 4 of these guys.
Can I use this guy's body, this guy's lifeless body, as cover, like as quarter cover or half
Reaction
cover?
shield plus 5 AC.
Nay.
Like cower behind this dude.
They're all gonna pop up, and let me just roll their init here. What's
I
their
think that's a
pose?
barbarian spell if I've ever heard of one. Use a,
Mhm.
a human shield as.
Oh,
spell.
that should be a feature for sure. So that is
Featured next week on Champs. Not next week, in 2 days.
okay. So they pop out of the sand.
Mhm.
And these ones don't have the half plate. They're just in the black leather bodysuits. They still have the helmets with the veils. But they look significantly less equipped, and they've got crossbows, and they are all firing at you.
Few weaklings,
Well,
I'll assume.
Uh,
Hope, right? Shut up, Peter. Give me hope.
Yeah, so they're each going to attack once with their crossbows. So 4 attacks
Okay.
against you. The first one is a 19, which does not hit.
Mm-mm.
Second is a natural 20.
Okay, so that hits, yes.
That does
Obviously.
hit. And per the hex rules, a crit is
Mhm.
max damage plus rolled damage. So the max damage you take from the bolt is 10.
Okay,
Not too bad.
okay.
And then the extra roll damage is another 10.
Okay, okay.
Double max. That
When you
hurts.
are hit
Okay.
by the bolt,
Oh, okay. Okay.
no, you are immune to poison. So you feel like a sudden onset, but then it fades away as the poison is completely nullified in your bloodstream.
What a guy.
I will just say
That
though, you
poisoned
have a
me.
feeling if you weren't immune, you would be unconscious.
Okay. The drow sleeping poison. God Damn them. That's player knowledge, though.
That is
character
playing
knowledge.
knowledge. But that's okay. That's okay. That's pretty much it. The third attack is an 11 to hit, which misses. And
Yes, sir.
the last is a
Dude, you're a
20
monk.
to hit.
When the 20 hits, it meets and beats. I will use my reaction for my intent sensing feat that you have given me, and I get to add 2 until the end of my next turn to my AC.
Beautiful.
Why don't you deflect missiles, bud?
Because I don't want to use my key points so that I can smack people more.
Key point is only
key
key point is only if you want to return the attack.
Oh, I guess I can
You can
do
reduce
that,
the
eh?
damage.
But I only took damage once.
I know, but you can reduce the crit.
But I should have, yeah. I should have reduced it. I guess I can still. Where's that?
I'm just saying.
It's 1d10 plus 16. So potentially
plus your
all
dex
of that.
modifier and your
Potentially all
monk
of it.
level.
Yeah. So
Just saying.
where's my d10? I will do that to the. I'm
It's a
gaining
reaction that's not without
That's
key points.
why I love Sheems. So that's a 5 plus 16. So yeah, 21. So I reduce the 20 damage by 21.
Amazing. So, you describe how you block it or deflect it.
Catch it in the air.
It's like coming at my head, and I just kind of like take my good horn, and I just the littlest movement necessary, and at the last minute, and I'm like staring at the guy who does it, and I just like move, and my horn just tink, and sticks it into the, or like goes right between my face and this dude's face that I'm holding, and sticks into the sand.
Amazing. All right. So after them, it is Hackthorn, who is paralyzed, not paralyzed, stunned. And then it is you.
What about the other? I hate myself. But what about the other 3? They haven't attacked me. The ones that
They
I moved
are farther down in the initiative. They simply had surprise on you at the start of the round.
I see. Okay, great. In that case, since it's me, I'm gonna keep laying into this dude. Wait, unless I have a
let me play. Let me play the game, bro.
Okay. I will. But I just want to do something. I want to see what I like. Okay. I have this. I don't really have what I want, and I don't want to do that. I must have a pack. I have brewers, dice, and smith's tools. I just want to try and like bind this dude with like a belt
Rope?
that I have or something, but I don't know if I would even think about that. I'm just gonna bash this dude 4 times. Yeah, that seems like the Joe move. So first 2 strikes.
You got advantage.
Yep. So the first, that's a 29 to hit, or a 25 to hit. So these are just going to be straight strikes because I don't have any. I don't have any charges right now. So 10 bludgeoning, and then another 11 bludgeoning, and then a key point. Oh, and I'm not going to let you play.
I figured. I just have to pray to the dice gods.
The beholder dice.
The eye of Xanabin.
So sick. So can you tell me if he makes it so that I know if I need to spend more key points or not?
You freaking wish, mate. Okay,
Con
Constitution.
save 17.
He fails.
Sweet. Well, then my other 2 strikes are coming in. Whoops. Sorry. wrong. Bad.
This poor dude.
There we go. 23.
Yep.
And a 26. And this
They all
time,
hit.
there's going to be lightning. So, 7 bludgeoning, 9 lightning damage, followed by 11 bludgeoning, and 8 lightning damage.
So
All
much
right.
fun to see a monk go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's literally, I'm just holding this guy and I'm looking at all his friends like in turn, looking one in the eye, smacking him in the face, looking at the other one, smacking him in the face, looking at the other, smack. And I'm like, I'm peaceful! I got a joint hanging out my mouth. We could all be smoking!
One of the short ones is like looking at the dudes at the crossbows, like hit him! What are you doing? Yeah, and then it is their turn. No, it's the crossbows. They all went at the start of the round, so then it is these more geared up looking fellas, the half plates. All right, they are going to.
Technically,
I'll move up to you.
I could have bounced away.
You could have.
But I want to know this, and I should have asked this, but what I want to do is drag him with me, but I don't think I would be able to do that, eh?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
You're weak. You also punched them like
extra.
a billion times. But they are all going to move up towards you and try and get you off their boss. All right.
They're going to try and get me off.
Well, get you off by
Their
cutting you up
boss.
into pieces.
Oh,
my. All right. Here they come. Are you ready?
I'm ready for them to come get me off.
Here and do.
Wait, are they coming or am I coming? All right.
Why
They
not
all
both?
come to the desert. Okay. First attack. They attack twice each. Is 17 misses.
Don't remind me. Yeah, that misses.
27 hits.
That hits.
All right. You are going to take 11 points of slashing damage.
And no poison?
And no poison, but an extra 4 necrotic.
All right. So that's a total of 15.
Second one is going to attack a 26 to hit
That hits.
for 9 slashing and 2 necrotic.
Okay, 11.
Second attack is a 27 for 11 slashing and an additional 2 necrotic. And then the last guy.
Please miss.
17 misses.
Thank God.
And an 11 misses.
Beauty.
And they come at you, trying to like fucking get you off.
They're getting
That's
me
a guild lord, you bastard! Alrighty.
He should have surrendered when I gave him the chance.
You damn monster, with the little short one says. At this point, though, is the third round. No, that was
The third round.
Hallelujah. Stop me,
Sheera,
guys.
Alberich,
The traveler is
and
here.
a hidden Smoky are all arriving
Smokey,
He's here.
on the battlefield.
were you hiding in the carpet this whole time?
Hey, he's still hiding. He's still hiding.
We don't know he's there.
You don't know he's there. But Little Joe, you know, and this is just for combat, ease of combat. During your turn, you can fire off a random ray from Smokey
Yeah.
Like as a free action?
as a free action.
You
can fire a
son
ray,
of a gun.
But it's random. You have to roll on the Beholder eye ray table.
Yeah, it's like a
And,
D10.
should be a D10.
Or it's a D9. Because there's only 9 rays, no?
I thought it was a D10. But either way, you just look at the regular monster stat block, and whatever.
I could be
ray
fucked,
he
but
rolls,
I just because of the armor that I made, right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
It was 9 when you had made that.
There are 10. rays.
Yes. So I'll just. Then I'm retarded. I mean, bad, stupid. I mean, something else.
Hey, look, one is a death ray, so maybe that's why you didn't put that one in.
Maybe.
No, it's there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But
I just can't count good.
With everyone joined in, Alberich and Sheera, can you please roll initiative?
19.
19 on Alberich. Who has more decks between you and Little Joe?
Most likely, Joe.
Probably.
I mean, yeah, my dex is definitely a 20, I believe.
Okay.
And I got a 7.
Yeah, it's a 20 plus 5.
7?
Yep.
Oh. All right, it's all right. It happens.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Hey.
What can you do?
Nice. Very nice, Ryan.
Thank you.
All right. No more surprises from the sand. Start of the round. It is Hackthorn, who is still stunned. He's just like drooling, hanging
Do
by
we count?
by you holding him up or whatever. He's got little stars kind of swirling around his head.
Just lumps producing
Yeah,
on his
he's got
face.
multiple lumps on lumps on lumps. And,
It's like Kentaro Oe after getting involved with some beautiful woman.
Yep.
Exactly. And it is your turn, Joe.
Beautiful. I'll get the Irea out of the way right now, and I'm going to point at one of the other dudes who's close to me, and be like, Smokey, if you're here, get this dude. And it's one of the ones who hit me last time, probably the halfling. He seems a little pixie-ish to me. So I need a D10 for that. And that's an 8. So Petrification Ray. Must make a DC 16 saving throw, or on a fail, he begins to turn to stone and is restrained and is retrained as a restrained. No, but yeah, it's got to repeat the save throw. Yes, dex save. Is that not what I said?
You just said 16 DC save.
Okay, dex save. Yes, thank you.
Just fails.
Nice. So it's restrained. It's got to do it again at the end of its next turn.
Okay. And it's but it's like
if it
3
fails
tries?
again, it's 2.
Oh, it's just 2. Okay.
Well, so if it succeeds, the effect ends. But if it fails, then it's petrified until freed by a greater restoration spell or other magic.
Gotcha. All right. So restrained on this fella.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so Smokey kind of materializes above Sheera's shoulder. And he goes, yeah, I can do it now. I can do it. I'll help you. Fires off a laser at this guy.
Wow, great job, Smokey. Oh, my friends have arrived. Looks like you're all in trouble. And I'm going to keep beating their boss. No, you know what?
Keep beating him, man.
I wouldn't. They're all surrounding me. I'm going to drag him away.
Okay.
So I'll step of the wind again. and use my bonus action to take him to. And I'm going to drag him towards my friends.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, like 4, 5.
Yeah, you're gonna have half movement.
Okay, so I can go there. Because that's 50 feet, so half of that is 25. So I can go here, technically.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, 25. Okay. So I'm going to go there. And then what I'm going to do, you're going to love this. I'm going to emboldening bond, so I get to choose 5 willing creatures. So I choose myself, Smokey, and Sheera, and Al. I create the magic bond. You can roll a d4 to add to your attack roll, ability check, or save.
Oh,
So that's an action. And when I do this, I'm pretty sure I get to heal. No, that's not that one. That's Balm of Peace. Okay. And then as a bonus action, I can cast Healing Word on myself, if you'll allow it.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to do it at 3rd level.
Oh well, the embalming thing. What kind of action was that?
So it's an action.
Oh, it's a full action.
It's a bonus action. It's my
well,
it's my feature.
right.
It's up to you.
But because you dragged him,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, we'll say that was your bonus action.
Okay.
Well, because if you're set for the wind,
Then that's my bonus action anyways,
Ah.
yeah. So I can't even really do anything if I'm dragging him and it's or because you said that it was half, my movement was halved because I was dragging him. So is it my movement or is it a bonus action?
Yeah, I know, but sorry, I forgot about the bonus action from the Step of the Wind.
Mhm.
Because
Step of the Wind was my bonus action.
Drag him.
No, it doesn't. It's just movement. You're half movement for dragging, but if you Step of the Wind, it's back to full. So you can drag him your speed, and then you have your action left.
Oh, so I can drag him all the way to you guys then.
Whatever your speed is, yeah.
It's 50.
Well, the dragging itself, like the action economy for that.
It's
But
you
is
can move with
the action economy is my movement.
Yeah. If he's
To drag
grappled,
him.
then well, that's true. You haven't grappled him technically.
But he's incapacitated because he's stunned.
Yeah, but like I mean, you have advantage on the attacks, and so in order to grapple, you would just have to land an attack roll.
You know what?
Uh,
We're gonna make that
rules.
easy then, and I'm just gonna attack him instead.
Sorry, I just want to respect the action economy. So
It's okay. Fuck the bond.
here, we'll just like.
No. I'm still gonna Step of the Wind as a bonus action and move him there.
Okay.
And then just there, I'm gonna start attacking him.
Okay, well, yeah, one of them would have had to happen before, but
What would have
to
had
grapple
to
him, like you would have had to
Grapple,
attack and grapple,
drag, and then do the rest of your attacks.
I see.
But the grapple counts as one of the attacks.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I still get advantage, so it's a 26.
Yep.
Sorry, that's confusing. But he doesn't take any damage. He's just grappled, and then I'll hit him again. That's 28. And I'll give a charge of lightning to that. So that's 9 bludgeoning and 10 lightning.
Nice.
And I'm also going to try and stun him with that last strike. I'm dumb, not bad.
Cone save.
Troop. Okay, Constitution. What's happening here? Why isn't it telling me? Oh my god, it's cocked, so it's taking a while to load. What's the result? 19.
I like how it gets.
Oh.
Okay, so he saves.
He saves! But now Alberich's here, so let's see how long this lasts. All right.
Wakey, wakey! I'm like,
Oh, my head! What the fuck is going on?
My friends made it, and I'm not paste, sir. You, on the other hand,
lucky, pal.
I do. But that's my turn.
Beautiful. After you, it is Alberich.
So yes, he lands next to Joe. He's like, all right, so this is one of the ones that need a little talking to.
They say that they're guild masters or guild lords or something, but I don't like the look of them, and they won't tell us their business.
Right, guild master or guild lord. Do we continue this? Or are you gonna set down your arms?
Kind of spits. God damn it. I guess
I
they
take
were
out my
kidding.
like my maul and just slap it against my hand. It's up to you, really.
Kind of looks at you guys. You're gonna have to convince him somehow.
It's
Does
called
that count as
intimidation.
Intimidation or persuasion.
All right.
I know what Alberich's do.
I'm assuming that that can count as an intimidation.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Seems
just
pretty
got beaten to pulp.
Can I help? Is there any more than I am?
He's just really pissed off at you.
21 for intimidation.
21? Okay. Let's see here. I
guess against his insight to see if he.
Yeah.
Or is he immune to intimidations?
All right. He looks at you, Alberich, and then he looks at you, Joe, and he goes, I'm willing to talk. Just let go of me.
Well,
He's
first
got his hands up.
tell your men to drop their arms.
You hear them? And they're kind of like pointing, and they sort of like lower a little bit.
And his blade is back on the ground over where I had like left it, where I assume he dropped it, maybe.
Yeah, it had fallen, but it is back in his sheath.
Can I say, remove your blade and place it on the ground next to you? Or like I'll start to, yeah, okay. He undoes it or something?
Yeah, he goes towards the belt and he starts to like pull on it.
I'll like grab it and dance away if I can.
Yeah, but at this moment, no, actually, let me roll something. Nah, okay. Yeah, drops it down. Come on, follow suit. Drop your weapons. And they all throw them down to the ground. And he goes, any other orders?
Well, it's been mighty fine of you to tell us what you're doing here.
We're members of the Deep Eye Guild. I'm the guild lord, Xarn. We came here because we heard that resistance members were meeting here, and we wanted to discuss with them.
Discuss what exactly?
Discuss with them.
All right, discuss.
Looks around. Here? Really?
Well, you got 3 resistance here. so it
We're the
could work.
resistance. You want to talk to us? We're here.
All right, all right.
I got some water to share. Take out a
Please.
flask.
The men and I have been traveling through the desert for quite some time.
Here. I'll
Yeah.
give him
That
my
must be why their
flask.
aim is off.
Must be.
Yeah, share some water with the boys.
Oh, I didn't give him water.
Oh. Of course you didn't. I don't know if that helps your thirst though. Or I guess
He kind
hydration.
of he slowly reaches towards like a pack on his back, like sort of hanging from his belt. And he goes, "May I?"
Oh, I handed him like my flask if he wanted anything. I was like,
Oh,
Yeah.
He goes, "None for me, just for my men." But yeah, he goes and he pulls out a bundle of papers rolled up from
Okay.
his pouch.
Should have probably led with that.
And no offense, but you show up out of nowhere. You just seemed like some kind of bandit. But he like
Truly-
bites
What
his
kind of
lip.
bandit wears a top hat and a scarf?
that's kind.
Well, that's actually why I thought you were a bandit. But anyways, God, you really banged me up.
Okay. I
He
start
pounded
healing
you.
him.
Oh, thank you.
I'll cast healing on him.
But you were right in being so defensive. And he kind of just like throws the papers to you.
What do they say? I take some of them because I'm the one who likes to read anyways.
I heal
There
him
are
for 5.
8 papers, and when you unroll them for 5,
Yeah. Here's your jaw. Just a salve on his jaw.
he goes,
There's more where that came from. I can be
you-
sweet too.
He beats you and then he like makes up for it.
Shouldn't have
It's
underestimated
very
you.
toxic.
But perhaps we were in over our head. And as you unravel the papers, Sheera,
Mhm.
there are 8 of them, and each one has a picture or like a loosely brushed portrait of
Mhm.
you, Alberich, Edmund,
Oh.
Joe, Misha, Taurus, Lyria, and Neslin. All 8 of you. And these are wanted posters.
Well, guys, and I show it to them, to the rest of them. Did
So
they
this is
get
what
my
you're here
face
for.
well?
Yeah, it's it kind of like it has like a slight sort of blurry effect, almost like the brush strokes are
Mm.
constantly changing. It's been painted with some kind of magic.
How many bellies am I worth?
How many bellies? There's no. Well, actually, you're all being offered
Yeah, and
for
gold.
5,000 gold pieces, but it
Mm.
also mentions a life for hearth. So it's like 5,000 gold pieces and a life for hearth, alive or dead. And for
Mm.
Neslins, it says Tillerby. For Alberich, it says Hearthforge. For Misha, it says Piss End. For Little Joe, it says Golden Drop. For Taurus, it says Rough-Imble. For Lyria, it says Windrow. And for Edmund, it says Iron Lock.
I missed that. I'm sorry. But I'm back now.
Each of your names corresponds to one of the cities
Assassins here.
of Hearth.
Oh. Hmm. Curious.
And it says a life for Hearth.
Was mine Larkhold?
No, yours was Golden Drop.
Golden Drop, okay.
It's only cities from the Hearth region.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
And yeah, how much are we going for?
Each of you is worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Well, I can see why you guys were so tempted to come
So-
on here for the.
Wait, you want to talk to us because you want to apprehend us?
I wanted to kill you. But clearly, Clearly, I've met my match. Looks at you, Joe.
Hmm. And you're
Spare my
leader
men,
of something or other?
I am. We're mercenaries.
No, not the shabby Joe. All right. So where are you coming from?
From Windrow.
Okay.
Traveled all this way for nothing.
Apparently so. I was hoping I could take things into my own hands and solve matters, but, well, now I'm your prisoner, I guess.
So what crimes are we like accused of? You have a poster
Being
name.
part of the resistance.
Oh.
No crimes, madam. I simply wish to save my home.
Then why didn't you join with the resistance?
Now, what good has the resistance done?
They've done everything they can.
We have saved some things.
Perhaps.
If there were more people like us and less like you, maybe we'd have had more of a chance.
Maybe. But we all take our own chances, don't we?
And I guess you'll take another chance as you'll return to Windrow.
No, but what's this about saving your home?
Yeah.
Why do you think... So you think by killing one of us, they'll spare your...
He means to
Windrow.
bargain.
Exactly.
What makes you think they'll keep their word?
Suppose just intuition.
You've seen what they've done to the other places, right?
I have.
The other cities.
Al, this
So you
guy thought he
believe-
could take you. Obviously, his intuition's no good.
Same.
Right.
A tyrant like that, don't know if I would trust them to keep their word so easily.
Well, I'm not just doing this half blindly. Our neighbors of New Barrows, they've spoken similar offers. And, well, during the fight for the Kingswood, some of them were able to secure their trades.
Who did they take from the Kingswood?
The leaders.
What were their
Now
names?
the city rests peacefully, though it is mostly kept secret. They're able to live without worry that machines will carve through them in the night. Look, clearly you're all capable heroes and fighters in your own rights. I've never gotten such an ass beating before. But I thought I would take my chances.
All right. Also, I do have a question that's a bit off topic. Have you seen by any chance some dude, very, very skinny, possibly a
Thank you.
sword, blonde hair? No, not blonde hair. Sorry,
Matted hair, gold
eyes.
eyes.
Matted
Very
hair.
skinny.
Actually, he did have blonde hair.
Oh, well, the more you know.
No, didn't see anyone like that. But I did see your
Oh.
other members. Gave them the
Oh.
slip. We just passed right by them.
Hmm.
Leave your weapons here and begin your journey back. That's the only chance I'll offer you.
Unless you want to help out with the people injured here and make up for your mess ups.
Do you really want to give him the opportunity to poison and steal and kill
What would
more
they
members of the
steal?
resistance?
It seems like his
I'd pull
his
Sheera
desire
aside.
was more for the gold.
And I'll go, the people around the dig site are vulnerable now.
That's
We're not gonna-
quite... Would mercenaries kill people at that state? Seems a little bit...
Are you guys whispering or
Yeah.
trying to keep quiet?
Well,
Not
he
really.
was
I'm just kind of like,
No?
I'm
Kind of like, yeah, he'll go, if it's any consolidation, we had no intention of doing anything with the dig site. We were just coming here for you.
It's just because if we send them back, they're gonna die.
Can I roll insight
don't
on
think
that?
They have provisions.
Yeah.
So that's a non-natty 20.
Okay. Yeah. He's telling
Oh,
the truth.
damn.
He's got no more
Correct.
shifty eyes.
All right, but Sheera,
I believe him. Something happened when my fist repeatedly made impact with his skull, and I
Okay,
got a
don't
real
remind
sense
me.
of the man.
Like winces.
Or we could
Defeated.
Does
just
that
make
make me
word
the
of
guild
us.
leader now? Is that how that works amongst you guys?
No. No.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
We're just standing there like, no. Please don't punch me, the little one says.
But I did want to say maybe we can use them. Maybe we can make them tell everyone not to come after us because we're this strong that, you know.
I'm pretty sure that everyone already knows that.
Listen,
There's a reason why we have such bounties on our heads. It's because we're a threat.
Yeah, but if the leader of a mercenary group says it, maybe they'll...
It's not much of a mercenary group with 9 people. I'm sorry, but 9 people.
Well, we have more
Okay.
members. It's just things are a little hectic in Windrow, so well, I brought who I could. Those who wish to come with me. He looks
Sheera,
back
let's-
at them like, sorry, boys.
Right, and what if we could help you instead?
How exactly?
Well, what's currently going on in Windrow?
Well, guild lords are at a little bit of an impasse. We're all quarreling with each other. No one can come to a unanimous decision. I thought I would take matters into my own hands, come out here and save a few cities, but yeah, a little bit too ambitious, I suppose.
And so they're, fighting between turning us in or joining the fight?
No, not everyone knows about those posters. I kept it hidden from the other guild lords. I wanted things to stay hush.
So then what are they fighting about?
Disagreement with the king and his laws. If you ask me, things are about to escalate quickly.
Do we know if Windrow has a king specifically, or
No, but you know
Well,
that,
is it talking about
Hearth,
Xanabin?
right?
yeah, it's the Hearth region, and the king is King Congrith.
Yeah, the Azer, or now Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when he mentions the king, he means Congrith.
He means Congress. Okay.
My boy
Right,
Bronze.
and has anyone gone to speak to him?
No, he refuses to meet with any of us.
What if one of us could speak to him?
Perhaps.
Me and the king are like this.
Yeah, they're pretty
Certainly
close.
hope you can change his mind.
Well, what
Windrow
is it
doesn't
that
sit
you're
still, and it certainly doesn't listen to orders very well.
What are you so against of his laws that he's currently put in place?
It's the fact that he's locked us in. for our protection. I can leave and go out into the desert and take care of myself, but for the average citizen, I'm not just the leader of a guild, but I'm also a leader of Windrow. I have to ensure the safety of my people.
Right. And what would they be doing out in the desert? What need have they of leaving the city?
Me?
No, just the average populace.
They're all artisans and craftsmen. It is their lives.
So they do trade outside the city. They don't have.
Well, not now, they don't.
I see. What if there was some way to I don't know, organize a market or a caravan at certain times of the month? They leave under supervision. I don't know.
Well, trust me, these ideas have been floated around, but without the king to hear them proper, it won't matter. He's far too adamant. He stays within his mountain castle, orders us around, sends his soldiers to our city, and locks down our gates, prevents us from leaving, prevents people from coming in. I can see why they're frustrated.
Well, Joe,
You keep talking about the king's decrees like that, and you might get another couple dents. Okay, what he's doing is for your own safety, and you, a person in power, you should be the one telling your citizens, chill out, dude. Take a drag. Okay? Because what's your life for your art if you don't even have a life to begin with wandering these freaking deserts? You're just talking about how dangerous they are. They're even more dangerous now with Xanabin around. And you just want them to walk around? You don't want them to be safe behind your walls?
You think I don't know that? That doesn't matter. That's their way of life. They choose to live that way. They would rather brave all of the hardship and the torment of war if it meant that they can continue doing what they loved. To them, being stuck in that city is worse than death.
look,
I'm
there
not a
might be a
politician.
compromise that might be able to be reached. Joe, do you think you can reach the king and potentially help these people come to a compromise?
Of course I can reach the king, but he doesn't come to me for counsel. And I wouldn't even begin to question his lordship and his commands. More interested I am is in whatever prisoners your little neighbor town has from Larkhold. That's what I want to know. I've had enough of this talk of politics and these talk of these citizens and their whining. You're going to take your friends and you're going to get them back to Windrow. And then you and I, we're going to get my people out. Because you have a debt to pay to me, a life debt. And it's not just for your life, but it's for each and every one of your friends.
Well, all right. If you ask me, it's better than being slapped in some cage or just simply executed on the spot. So I'll take your offer. I'll go back to Windrow, but I do need to tell you that these prisoners you speak of, I can't even tell you if any of them are still alive. The Law King, Falrest, was killed in that battle. And Malrin, well, no one's seen him. I can only imagine what they've done to him. But I do know that New Barrows, that's our neighbor. They are at peace now.
Well, that's where we're going to head. And we'll find out what they did with them.
All right.
And if they are still alive, We're gonna get him out.
And I will follow. But maybe it's a little too early to ask, but at some point, can I have my sword back?
It's too early to ask.
All right. I just thought I'd try. So, some rest for my boys at least before we head out.
Anyone wants jam?
One of the guys lifts his veil. Ooh, I love jam. Like a young little gnome.
Well, I know the best jam in town over here. So. And by town, I'm,
Mm-hmm.
I guess some of the resistance members will have some questions for you, but you're not going to walk around armed, right? The rest of yous. I'm keeping a hold on this, but
Yeah, they dropped all their weapons.
And maybe make yourself useful, help around with some of the dying people.
Well, you heard them. Help them out however you can. Let's be friends. Clearly, we've got off on the wrong foot. Rubs the back of his head
Xanabin?
when you kicked him with your hoof.
Sorry, no. Smokey? That was a pretty cool laser.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Can't believe it actually hit.
Smokey, you did
I
great.
think he might be petrified.
Oh yeah, that guy.
One of
No,
the
I'm not
guys who's
joking.
there, he's like, "No, actually, I think I'm okay." And he's like chipping off, like half his legs, like up to
Okay.
his waist. Are like
So he
stone.
saved the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if he didn't, he'd be petrified.
And he's like, "I'm gonna crap myself."
Oh, God.
Smokey's like, "Sorry," but we are running out of time.
Mhm.
So just to wrap things up, you guys take the Deep Eye Guild members back to camp for questioning, maybe to figure out a little bit more what's going on here. And during this time, you guys can collect pretty much all their items and belongings because they're effectively your prisoners.
Mhm.
But we will do that after the session. I'll show you the list of everything that they had on them and all the stuff that you'll get. But right now, before anybody can tell me EXP, you guys each get 10,000 EXP.
I'm so horny. My stomach hurts.
Yeah. Before anyone could even try.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ridiculous. Joe, you killed it, man. You killed it.
I know. And I didn't even go below 38 HP, if you could fucking believe it.
38? Fuck it.
So close to not dying.
No,
it's great.
that
It was
poison
awesome.
saved.
Yeah, the poison saved my ass for sure. And then obviously dude, I only have 2 key points left. So
Yeah, you ran.
if you had
ran through that.
decided, if you had decided that Alberich and Sheera were coming 2 turns later, I would have been done for.
Yeah. No, it was great. I really liked the way that turned out.
I'm sorry you didn't get to play.
It's okay. It's okay. Hackthorn
Twice,
is
I think.
alive and well. He'll play another time.
Yes, he'll be back.
I swear he's not a chump, guys. I swear. I swear.
He counterspelled
okay?
me, and I had if he started spellcasting more, I had a silence spell prepared.
Yeah,
And then I was
Ugh.
he and I underestimated you because we didn't let loose right from the get-go. We like
Mhm.
I was like, okay, let's let him come to me. And it was like the worst decision ever.
It's like that Ip Man scene. I think it's Ip
Yeah,
Man too. He's fighting. Look, I just drilled. Sorry.
Amazing.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Beautiful.
So thank you so much, everybody, for playing. You can catch us on all the social medias. We are obviously here on Twitch, on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, whatever else you can think of. And but we post mostly on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and Twitch. it.
YouTube.
All right, that's it.
Sure.
We're the Hexagon. We're Hexagon. I'm fed up of talking. All right, bye.
Hexa bye bye.
Ciao.
Hexa bye bye.
Hexa
Hexa bye bye.
Bye bye
Freaking Hexa
bye.
bye bye. All right. Hexa bye bye.